Hello and welcome to a video on the spline. This is a function we very occasionally use for updating our site plans. There are two options. You've got the spline fit and the spline with control vertices. I always go for the spline fit, and in this case it aims to put a curved line through the points that you pick on the screen. So if I just pick a few, it runs the line through the points and maintains, or tries its best to maintain, a flowing curve. And it's a really useful little function, but I wouldn't say it's a really precise function, unlike say an arc, which has got two vertices and a fixed radius. This will just adapt itself to try and achieve a nice curve. And you can see there, I've got a vertex there and a vertex there. It can't go straight across there. If it did, it would then have to come right around here to just maintain that curve. So it's sort of gone up like that. But it's really handy for, say, drawing a canopy line. If I draw again, this is a typical sort of circular canopy you get with a topographical survey. They're not normally very accurate. So if I go, say, west to about there, and then north, east is quite shallow, and then west, and right click close, it's drawn a pretty nice line through these 4 points, and it's a bit more realistic than what you're supplied with there. And other than that, I occasionally use it for, say, landscaping. Someone may just want me to show a flower bed or something, and if I was to try and draw a flower bed, say with a polyline, and it's going to curve out and then curve in and out again. Unless I pick loads and loads of vertices, it's never going to really lose its clunkiness. So doesn't look great at all. If I try and do that with polyline arcs, and I'll just change that colour so we can see the difference. So if I start again and select arc, I'll bring that down to there. Straight away it's taking longer, you've got to think more, and then you've got to go and adjust your arcs. And even then, you've got these jagged edges, so you've got to play around with it a bit more. It's just more work, and this is very difficult. You might have to put more vertices in. So I'll do this with a spline, and you can put as many points as you like, the more the better. That's the polyline, that's the spline. If I just make that blue, get rid of the other two, you've got a really nice curve, and you can adjust it, but it maintains that curve. There's no jagged corners. It's really nice and easy to use. And that's really the sort of times I use the spline. A canopy, bit of landscaping. But otherwise, you need a bit more precision, so it'd be lines and arcs with fixed radiuses, etc. The other spline is the one with the control vertices, and it works in a different way. If I plot a few, it actually draws a curve inside this sort of frame, and you move the frame. So for time, and you know, you're just picking points, you want the line to go through the points, you know what you're doing. Then with this you're going to have to sort of adjust it to like get this edge onto a certain distance. I'm sure it's got its uses in some places, but for our sort of line of work I don't think we use it at all really. So I would always suggest you go for the spline of fit points. And I have done a video on creating a tree canopy using a spline. I'll put the link in the description. It sort of creates a dynamic block, so you can just enter north, south, east and west distances and it will draw it for you, rather than sort of trying to work out these distances, which can be very time consuming for 50, 100 trees. So check that out. And that's it for this video. Short and sweet. Thank you very much.